All right, it says I'm live. I hope I'm live. Hello, beer fans. My name is Steve Jaguar. This is BeerNative TV, and it's been a while, and I'll explain why in a bit and how this channel may suffer a little bit as a result. But let's get into it. Okay, I am currently in Warwick. I spent most of my summer and even the tail end of winter in Toronto, Canada. I've done a few reviews from there. A lot of you have watched those, which has been awesome. But I have noticed that bouncing all over the world has meant my reviews have been wildly inconsistent. However, I did kind of want to do this one because myself and a friend who's been mentioned on the show several times, Jacob, agreed that we both really liked the idea of what this was. We like the brewery Yonder, and we like the idea of a strawberry shortcake sour that is only 3%, which is kind of weird. What have they done to make it taste strawberry shortcake? I don't know. I'm going to go a ton of oats, maybe some kind of strawberry extract. I don't know, but it's probably going to be interesting. I do like sours. Some people think I don't. I just think sours are very polarizing. They can be all over the shop, and some people just really go hard on the sour, and you end up with this sort of Mr. Freezy, popsicle blue, and strange names, and and the sours go through the roof like we're eating sour candies. Not a fan of those. I do love a good Berliner Weiss, which is a very gentle sour beer. Maybe that goes back more to a European traditional sour and the predates the existence of hops, which were designed to sort of preserve the beer and actually prevent some of that sour that we've become accustomed to being normal beer. Go back hundreds of years, everything was sour, so let's try to embrace that. This one by Yonder. Yonder started in 2018 by a couple guys, and it's now in a place called Rookery Farm, which is way down Somerset in the Mendips, which is like far. So far that I almost never go there. I went there once and played a disc golf tournament, badly, I may add. But wow, what a beautiful countryside. Rookery Farm has all sorts of wonderful, very farm-ish things, fresh eggs, lots of things to do if you've got kids, and go check it out. But it is very much out of the way if you want to visit Yonder. However, I got this in Nottingham at the beer fridge at the Canalhouse, which is another awesome beer venue in Nottingham, one of many alongside Junkyard, etc., that I think you should visit if you're in Nottingham. I'm going to pop it up and we're going to get a whiff of it, pour it all out. I should mention that Jacob, who's Jacob Webb on Instagram, is going to review the same one. So I'm going to go in there and give it a little heart as BeerNative TV when that comes out. And hopefully we'll cross-reference each other and compare notes. Clean glass, just making sure. All right. And if you're wondering why I don't have the elaborate camera set up and the fancy microphone, I'm traveling, currently driving around the UK in a camper van, which has been an interesting experience given my 6'2" stature and the fact that the beds in these things are not 6'2". This has got this sort of pinkish sort of hue. Looks a bit strawberryish, looks like crushed strawberries. It smells like I'm afraid of it. It's got so much strawberry coming out of the nose. I imagine people in the hallway can smell that there's, I don't know what I'm doing, churning in here, making strawberry wine. It smells really nice. It's got a very light head. I think it's going to be gone before I even finish my sentence. And yes, I poured it into a Guinness glass, but those are the glasses they have here at the hotel. So what do you got to do, right? Not that Guinness is bad. Perhaps a kinship in how thick they both are. Let's go with that, shall we? All right, let's give it a first taste. I'm down. It's good. It doesn't taste fake. I've spoken many times in this show how my disdain for Clockwork Tangerine by Brewdog. I do like many of the other beers, but I just think that tastes like cough medicine mixed with garbage. This feels like a very gentle strawberry shake that someone's kind of watered down. It doesn't taste like it has any alcohol. You could probably accidentally start giving this to your kids, and they would love it. You would love it. They'd go to bed early. It's win-win. 3% though, really nice. I feel like on a hot summer day, I could throw a few of these back. I don't think this one's cold enough. That's my fault because it's in a camper van fridge. Doesn't tend to keep things that cold. But it is really nice. I kind of like, it's making me thirsty. I want to go back to it, give it a second go. Yeah. I think I approve very much so of this sour. My mouth's watering now. I can't speak. It's that good. It's got just that slight sour, when you drink something acidic and your mouth just goes "Ugh," and wants more, like a really nice white wine with a lot of acid. It's doing that to me. It's not overpowering. And I think I could probably, unlike most sours, I could have more than one of these and I'd be perfectly happy with it. I do wonder that sort of virtual mouthfeel that you get from the oatiness makes me wonder what's going on. I haven't looked at the ingredients. I'm going to have to give that a go. But I think there's going to be something like that in there and a little bit of lactose to give it that kind of not so sweet, though, not so sweet density that's making this feel very sort of creamy without feeling very viscous, which is a difficult thing to achieve. All right, I'm going to call it right there. I do not know when I'll be back doing another review. I'm going to try and stabilize my life somewhere. It could be the entire channel switches over and I start doing some of the vast array of Torontonian Canadian beers that I'll have at my disposal, but I don't know. So subscribe, click the bell, and you will find out what's happening in terms of my beer education and my beer travels in the near future. So just to wrap it all up, this has been Yonder's Strawberry Shortcake. They do trend towards sours, by the way. Farm type breweries tend to do that. Strawberry Shortcake only at 3%. I would say this is bordering on a summertime kind of fridge filler that everybody would probably like, including, I don't know, I didn't say kids, I didn't say that, but I think you could introduce perhaps people who don't like beer into beer as a gateway beer. Really nice. That is the end. My name is Steve Jaguar. This has been another BeerNative beer review. Keep drinking good beer.